Hello, my lovely audience. Welcome to today's episode of Time with your beloved midwife, Kenneth. Hi, I am glad that we've met again to continue our discussion on the female reproductive system. During our last episode, we drew the curtains on the external organs and we ended with the vestibule. Today, we are delving straight into the internal organs of the female reproductive system. To be part of this beautiful family where we learn together, have fun, vibe, and promote our health, you already know what to do. Kindly subscribe to the channel, like and share the videos, leave your comments, tap on the notification bell, and click on the video card as well. Thank you for supporting the growth of my channel. I love you all. Mwah. To the topic for discussion, the internal organs of the female reproductive system. The internal organs are the ones you do not see with your eyes unless you are being aided with an instrument. The first to discuss is the vagina. Yes, the vagina. Mostly it is mistaken for the vulva, right? So people rather say vulva when they are referring to the vagina, and I made this correction when I started with the external organ. So the vagina is an internal organ and you do not see it. Yes. It reminds me of a song I was taught in school, and I want to sing the song before we delve deeper into the discussion. Do not mind the voice, just enjoy the song, and it goes like this. Vagina, vagina is a potential canal. Vagina, vagina, vagina is a potential canal. The cervix projects into the vagina at a right angle, forming 4 fornices, anterior fornix 7.5, posterior fornix 11.5, and the 2 lateral fornixes. Inferiorly, it has a hymen, and when it breaks, forming carunculi metiformis. Vagina is a potential canal. Wow. This summarizes everything about the vagina. Oh yes, the vagina is a potential canal and it extends from the vulva to the uterus. From the vulva you see what? The vaginal orifice. As simple as that. And it is surrounded and supported by the pelvic floor muscles. When we take the shape of the vagina, as I said earlier, it is a potential tube. It is a potential canal, and the walls normally lie in close contact with each other, but they become easily separated. They are very close. That's how come most people say that they prefer a tight vagina. Naturally, the vagina is tight because the walls are very close. Regarding the size of the vagina, because the cervix enters the vagina at right angles, the posterior vaginal wall is longer than the anterior wall when the uterus is anteverted. Anteverted uterus is a normal uterus. And when we say that the uterus is anteverted, it means that the top part of your uterus is aimed at your pubic bone and your cervix is also aimed towards your rectum. That is a normal uterus. Yes, basically your uterus tilts forward at your cervix. Hope you get it. And the anterior wall is approximately 7.5 cm long and the posterior wall is 11.5 cm long, just as I sang in the song. Should the uterus be retroverted, which is an abnormal uterus, when we say that the uterus is retroverted, it is also known as tilted uterus, and with this the uterus leans or tips backward at the cervix, and that is not normal. Then these measurements will be reverted. Then it means that the anterior wall will be longer than the posterior wall, which shouldn't be. The vagina is made up of 4 fornices. Yes, 4 fornices. We have the anterior fornix, the posterior fornix, and 2 lateral fornices. And with these fornices, it is the posterior fornix which is the largest. As already mentioned last week, at the external orifice of the vagina, the hymen covers the opening, and when this hymen ruptures, then you have the carunculi metiformis, as I also mentioned during the singing of the song. Functions of the vagina. for the entrance of spermatozoa. Without vagina, there will be no fertilization, because where would the spermatozoa travel to fertilize the ovary? Yes, where? Also, for the exit of menstrual flow and product of conception. Yes, when you menstruate, where the blood is coming from, that exit, yes, that is the vagina, in case you do not know. And where the baby's head comes, where the midwives, they do their vaginal examination. Yes, that organ, that's the vagina. It also helps to support the uterus, of course, and the vagina helps to prevent infection, and that is the place where the penis penetrates during vaginal sex. Yes, that organ, that is the vagina. We're feeling it, right? There is an acid medium in the vagina provided by the duodenales bacilli, and this aids the vagina to fight against infection. It is a normal inhabitant, okay? That is why it is not good to douche, because God has already provided a mechanism to fight against infections. As easy and as simple as that. What they do is that they act as they act on the glycogen in the vaginal walls, and they convert it to lactic acid. Yes, and so the amount of glycogen in the vaginal walls is under the cyclical influence of ovarian hormones, and therefore they tend to vary, especially with the onset of pregnancy. Okay, it will vary just a little. The pH of the vagina is acidic, and it is between 3.8 and 4.5, and so the vagina fights against infections by itself. Yes, it destroys any pathogenic organism, but if the bacilli are absent or they are reduced in number, the acidity of the vagina is altered, and this results in consequent vaginitis. Yes, infections. When you treat it, it's not going. When you treat it, it's not going. It is worrying. So please do not douche. And with expectant mothers, kindly be advised not to use antiseptic preparations in the bath or for vulva or vaginal wash or toileting, okay? Because it will predispose you to infections unless you are under medical supervision. This is all about the vagina. This organ, it can make and unmake. Hope you know it. This is where we end today's lesson. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your time. We shall meet again next week for more discussion on the internal organs of the female reproductive system. Stay safe, take care of yourself, be positive, and draw more subscribers to my channel. I love you. Mwah.